Hello, my name is Shantell Moore, but prefer to be called Shani. I'm director and founder of Dash Couriers Wiltshire Limited, based in Swindon, Wiltshire.
Well, saying that, from your entry when you won, we learned that you have 30 years experience in accounts and finance. Can you talk us through the timeline of your career so far and how you got into it and kind of like what you've learned over those years?
Yes, certainly can. Basically, I've been in business with my husband for the last 30 years, basically. So before Dash Couriers was born, we owned a used car garage, and I used to do, this makes me feel old, I used to do the old pen and paper sales ledgers and stock books for the used car garage. Now, I'm basically self-taught. So basically, I left school with very minimal GCSEs. I was highly judged at school and everywhere I went. So I always use that as a force behind me to prove myself and to prove to others that actually I'm a lot better than everyone else thought. So over the years, I've just basically self-taught myself to the point now where my accountant even says that basically you're better than all his degree college graduates that he has on board. I'm very, very thorough at what I do. I understand numbers just to do that. Obviously, because I'm a daily accountant and finance, I can understand the insides of the business better. So for cash flow and journals and making sure that everything's paid on time. And I thoroughly enjoy it. And, I would like to basically put out there, anyone thinking they can't do something, you can, because I've proved it. I was told I would be nothing when I was at school. But now I'm a financial director of, had been of two successful businesses, and Dash is at the moment growing rapidly. And, and this is the thing, my award that I won was testimony to what all my hard work over the last 30 years has shown. And that's why, I'm 50 next year, and to be recognised for something for all the hard work I do was a complete and utter honour.
Also, in your entry, like we talked about the accounting and finance, obviously you've done that for yourself, and you said that a lot of your skills are from your own research and training. It mentions that you also do HR, team management, marketing, sales growth. How do you balance all of these different roles with your main role in accounts and finance?
I think it's basically, I'm like an octopus. I have an awful lot of arms and I can juggle an awful lot of things. I'm a very, as they say, dedicated and devoted person when I have tasks and deadlines. I need to make sure that I section everything off and make sure that I set my structure for the working week. So certain days I'll be doing one thing, and then by the end of the week I'll be doing something else. The reason being why I do all the HR stuff and like payroll, marketing and social media is because we're a family run business. So we started Dash, just myself and my husband. And due to that, obviously, costs, you don't have a lot of, you don't have a lot of funds to when you're starting a business, and everyone knows it takes a good 2 years for a business to progress. So my husband and I worked endless hours, literally blood, sweat and tears went into the business at the beginning for the first 18 months. So obviously that's just progressed into everything else, and it's got into such a routine now that it's natural. Marketing's nice and simple. We've always got great stories to share out there, like from the teams and from what we do. And then obviously HR is very important to me because of driver welfare. Driver welfare is my utmost important thing, probably above myself, because without my team, without my drivers, we do not have a business. So I make sure that they're looked after extremely well. They know they can contact me whenever they wish, day or night, really, basically. I give them free lunches once a month. I give them cupcakes, ice creams, and even down to milestone awards. So if they've been with us a year, I present them with a little award to thank them for their hard work and efforts. And I think that little bit of recognition for those drivers then helps us grow the business more, because then they're progressing it into customer services because they're happy. So by making sure that's done, then obviously I'm happy. And in all honesty, being HR, I've had no complaints.
Obviously, like you said, you've worked in accounts and finance, HR, and you've got all this stuff going, and you've been doing it for 30 years, self-taught. During that time, what challenges and problems have you faced, and what have you learned from those experiences, would you say?
Yeah, we've had a lot of what I class as experiences. I never make them down as mistakes. I don't believe in the word mistakes, because everyone's human. this is the thing, we're not robots. Everyone will make, experiences that they wish they hadn't done. We've had quite a lot, we've had lots of ups and downs, not saying it's been easy. I don't think anyone in business will say it's easy, because you'll have downturns, you'll have times when all of a sudden lots of drivers leave for whatever reason, then recruitment's really hard, and then you're not supplying the need to your client. So the pressure's on you to make sure you do that. And obviously we've made mistakes along the line, along the times. But I always make sure that those bad experiences, I then turn into a positive. So basically making sure that if I've made an error, be accountable for it, put your hands up, realise you've made that error and make the changes, and then remember it not to do it again. Because I think in business, I've noted over the years, there seems to be a lack of accountability. And the one thing that we do as Dash Couriers is hold ourselves accountable for everything we do within the business. May it be through the drivers, may it be through the management team, may it be through our clients and customers. They know that they can call us, ask us a question, or if there's an issue or problem, and it'll get dealt with immediately. Then we'll make note of that and say, right, guys, we cannot be doing this again. So can we please make sure that we follow the protocol, follow the processes, and that way you have less and less issues and problems and hurdles to deal with.
What would you attribute as the main reason for that success?
Honesty and transparency. This is another thing my husband and I are very, very keen to make sure that everyone that works alongside us know that we're very honest and transparent. We don't hide anything. We don't, it's like powder something up to something that it's not. We'll be honest and say that if we can't do it, we can't do it. Or if the drivers think that something's wrong, we'll sit them down face to face and have a chat and get them to understand the situation, but not lie to them. Because as I've always had done, like from a very early age, obviously I've been judged and I've been lied to, and it's very difficult to trust people. So by putting trust in our teams and our management team to know that they can trust us, then obviously the transparency side of things is easier, because then they know they can approach us, then we're more approachable. They know that we're not going to fudge them off with stuff they just want to hear but not actually action it. So they know that they can come to us. They will know they get an honest and transparent answer from us. If we think it won't work, we'll be honest with them. If we think it's a great idea, we'll say, yeah, let's go with it, but we'll make sure that you get the credit for it. So we always want to make sure that our business is an honest and transparent business to literally everyone, from right down to the bottom to our drivers, right up to the top to the managing director, and to all our clients and customers.
What advice would you give to someone who maybe not even looking for a career in accounts and finance like you do? Maybe if they want to start their own business or do go into the things that you do, what advice would you give to someone?
I think anyone who's got a goal, this is what you need to do, have a goal. If there's something that you enjoy in life, may it be accountancy, starting up your own business, may it be health, beauty, whatever, set yourself a goal and push through. Ask for help, ask for advice from people around you. Yes, from family and friends, but also from other work colleagues, other work clients or customers. Ask questions. Don't feel too deflated when you get rejection, because you always get rejection in life wherever you go, may it be through work or through private life. Work through those rejections as a positivity to push yourself through, because that's what I've done since the age of 11. Everything I've had always been told I won't be this, I won't be that. It just gave me the absolute fire to say, I'm going to prove you wrong. And I have. And that's the thing. And that's what gives me the greatness of knowing that everything I do with everything in my heart, because I'm very passionate of everything I do, work, family, everything. But if you've got something that you want to do, if you want to do accountancy, but you flunked your maths, don't worry about it. I flunked my maths, but I went back to college at 29 and I passed my GCSE. So if I can do it at 29, anyone can do it. So there's everyone saying that you have to have qualifications and this, that, whatever else. That's not always the case, because if you're not academic, but you're cleverly and intelligent, that you actually can learn and take it on board because you're passionate, you will go miles, because I'm proof, because I've done it.
And obviously the reason you're here today is because you did win our Businesswoman of the Year award, and I think we can see why, for 2023. Why did you choose to enter our award specifically, would you say?
It was down to my darling husband, actually, because he could see the background was leading up to a couple of years ago. I was actually a carer for my parents. So for the last 8 years, I've been, they lived with us. So I've been caring for my parents while they're in, their last few years of their life, while looking after a young family, while running a business. And then obviously once my mother passed in 2021 November, I had nothing to do, in a sense of I had no one to care for. So my day-to-day routine was flunked. So I threw myself into work. I threw myself into Dash. I threw myself into making sure the drives were okay, gaining more business. We've grown quite rapidly. The turnover's gone up, profit's gone up. And my husband said, "You've done so much. Why don't you enter an award?" And I'm like, why? He said, "Because you should be recognised." He said, "I know I keep telling you, but I think everything you've done, you need to be recognised for something that you've done." So I applied, put my story out there, and I, in all honesty, forgot about it because I didn't think I'd win, because I've never won anything in my life. Literally, I've not won, not even a sports day medal, because I was always the last one in the back. So for when I got that wonderful email to say that I've been shortlisted, I thought, oh, wow, wonderful. It's just nice to be recognised just for that. And I was happy with the nomination. And then when I got the award, the email to say I'd won, to say that I didn't go running around the living room like a 15-year-old, it was amazing. I was so humbled, so honoured to be recognised for all my hard work, and it's made a huge difference to me. It's built my confidence. It's helped the business. I couldn't have asked for anything better. So thanks to my husband for pushing me through to do it. And I've proved myself.
And obviously, since winning Businesswoman of the Year for 2023, you mentioned in the previous answer that you have seen an increase. How else has it affected you and Dash Couriers, would you say?
Oh, it's had an amazing effect on the business. Just obviously because people, I think it's creditable. I think that's the word. Obviously, if they can see that you've won an award, then obviously they know it's a closed judge panel, and they've obviously done delving in. And I think that just helps our clients realise that actually we are who we say we are, but on top of that, we're award winning. So even though I myself won the award, to me, it's Dash that's won the award, because it's not just me that's done the work. It's obviously my husband, who obviously is the managing director, my daughter Rose, who's the director at OSM for one of our contracts, and for all our team, because it's thanks to them that's pushed me through. So it's not just for me. I know it's Businesswoman of the Year, but it's for Dash too. And we've noticed a vast increase of new clients coming along board, which is fantastic. I've had lots of interviews. I've been asked to be panel speakers. So literally my career's gone from there to up there, and I've been busy ever since. Since the 10th of August, I've been busy. I've literally spoken to everybody every day. So it's been great fun.
From that, would you recommend Business Awards UK to other businesses? And if so, why?
Yes, definitely. I've actually recommended it to a lot of my connections. So obviously a lot of people are afraid to apply for awards, because sometimes it's obviously the big Fernando where you got to get dressed up and you got to do this and do that. And sometimes that's not in everyone's comfort zone. Some people like that and they enjoy that, that's fine. And some people, it just puts them out a little bit out of their comfort zone. With this award ceremony, it is placing yourself forward. It's a closed, the judges are amazing, obviously a closed judging panel. And I think just from that, you don't need all the fandando bit, I think, because at the end of the day, it's just recognition for the work you do, being recognised for it and receiving your award. And I think, and I've told all my other connections, just do it, just apply, because you'll be surprised with what impact it can have on your business, your branding, your marketing, your social media presence. It will help you immensely. If you're struggling, or if you've gotten a little bit of a dud with your business and you don't know where to go, apply for an award. And some of the award winners that we've seen over the last few weeks have been phenomenal. Honestly, some of these people, and very well deserved.
And obviously, since winning the award, like you said, you've got all of these interviews since August, and you've been seeing an increase in business. What is the next big step for yourself, end of 2023, 2024, 2025?
Yeah, we certainly have. The next 4 months for us is very, very, very busy. We're doing about 9 expeditions. We've never done it before, never done expeditions before, because obviously the last 3 years we've just slowly grown to where we want, but we know we can do much more. But obviously our industry is quite saturated, so obviously we need to shout and stand out from the rest. So we're doing around about 8 expeditions all over the country, because obviously we're a nationwide company. Obviously we got I think I've got a few more interviews to do. I've got panel speaking, I've got public speaking opportunities. I'm investing in myself and I'm doing some courses. I'm doing a public speaking course at the end of this month, which is, I'm hoping it's going to help me. We've joined lots of networking groups, which is obviously going to help us obviously get our name out there for branding. And our goal is basically, hopefully within a year, we would have doubled our turnover, hopefully doubled our profits, hopefully doubled our team, hopefully doubled our fleet, and then hopefully continue to grow, but grow at a nice steady pace, but also keep that ethos of driver welfare, transparency, and obviously accountability.
Phenomenal. That is fantastic. I won't be surprised if we see you again here next year. But again, thank you so much, Shantell, for today. You've been great. You've given some great answers. If people want to go find Dash Couriers or find yourself, where's the best place to find you, would you say?
We are on every single platform you can think of. So obviously we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Obviously we're on the website, which is www.dashcouriers, all one word, .co.uk. The website's been revamped, so obviously anyone can find us. What we do is, obviously we're a family-run logistics courier company, same day, next day, regular routes, and we deal with so many clients, from everything from economical coffins we deliver right down to curtains. So there's lots and lots of things we do, but we are a family-run business. We are always welcoming new clients, and we always like to make sure that we do 110% job for customer satisfaction.
Brilliant. Well, thank you again so much for joining us, Shantell. And all of your links will be in the description. And yeah, again, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much indeed for your time.